The difference between a small or niche developer or an indie and a AAA developer or publisher is if you are an indie or a small niche developer and you have a reliable small niche that will keep buying your games over and over again, you can have a stable job. Hell, you may even become a millionaire. You won't become a super multimillionaire overnight like you potentially could with AAA, but you could easily have a stable living doing that. And that's the reason AAA always fails, by the way. Because they do not want a stable, consistent income. They want continuous exponential growth. Year after year, they need to grow. And that's why they're going to fail, because that entire business model is unsustainable. There's only so fucking far you can grow before you just can't grow anymore. You're already at the very top. What else are you going to do? You're going to end up in a position like fucking Disney. I legitimately believe that Disney is not buying up every company under the sun because they actually want to monopolize everything. It's probably just because their fucking shareholders are constantly demanding more and more growth. And Disney's just sitting there like, what are we gonna do? All right, let's just go buy up all of our competitors and every other company, even that's even tangentially related, because that's the only way we can grow anymore. And eventually they're going to run out of shit to buy too, and or the government's finally going to step in and say, nah, you've gotten too big, we're going to stop this deal. And then they're going to crash hard. This is the biggest flaw with corporations right there. They're all based around making money for shareholders by constantly growing. This is why these big-ass fucking AAA developers and publishers constantly kill their franchises by milking them to death. They can't just settle for having a stable, consistent income where everyone can rely on showing up for their 9 to 5 and getting their 50 to 100,000 a year. No, that's not enough. They need to keep growing. And they need to make a lot more money too. If a AAA game sells 4 million, that's a failure. If I make an indie game and sell 4 million, dude, I don't think I'm ever going to stop celebrating, man. I would have it made. But the difference is, if I make a game, let's say it'll be me and 4 other dudes. It'll be like five dudes in our spare time make a game. Then we only need to pay for us 5. Not counting the expenses that went into making the game, we only need to pay us 5 a living wage. Look at a AAA game. They have to pay fucking everybody. They have to pay all 5,000 people working at the big ass company. They have to pay the salary of the fucking Trust and Safety Council that's actively kneecapping them. They have to pay all their fucking shareholders. Yeah, it's just bloated to all fuck. And on top of that, they're always expected to constantly exponentially grow. Which is why they fail when they sell only 4 million copies. Anyone else would be busting a fucking nut happy to see that. But that's not enough for them. Every single AAA company, their days are numbered. I'm not going to be sitting here preaching, oh, they're all going to crash within the next year or two. No. I doubt they're all going to crash at once, but I can guarantee you every single one of them is going to crash. It may not be within the next 5-10 years, but their entire business model, the entire way these fuckers operate is unsustainable. You can't have constant nonstop growth, especially now. Consoles are dying. PC has plateaued. Mobile, which was the big cash cow everyone was running to. Once console started declining and PC slowing down, everyone jumped to mobile to start making all the money. Even mobile has plateaued. We're going to be seeing a lot of fucking crashes in the future. And I'm going to be pointing and fucking laughing. The advantage is it's never been easier to make high quality games. And once all these companies die, again, Marvelous is pretty much giving up the whole sexy game market. If you think you can make something that's at the same level of quality as a Senran Kagura game, now's your chance to jump in and just eat up that entire unserved market. And as long as you don't sell out to a corporate master, if you don't sign any stupid-ass like publishing deal, that's the trick. You have to self-fund it. So that's actually the hard part. So the very first game you release, you're going to have to do it as a hobby, basically. You have to have a so-called real job. But once you make one that gives you enough money to last you through making your next one, you're set. Yeah, then you only need to make enough money with each game to give yourself the type of wage you want. And as long as you can afford to pay all of your contractors and all the commissions you need to make it, dude, you got it made, man. You may not be Notch, you may not make the next Minecraft, but you'll be okay. You're gonna be fine. It's not like fucking AAA. Each of these big-ass games has 5,000 people's jobs riding on it. They're like 5,000 fucking paychecks. I think I mentioned this before. You see in the ending credits of these fucking games, yeah, they got they list everybody in the fucking company. Like, oh, this is the main office's janitor's wife. Like, she's listed in the fucking credits of the game. You're paying for all those paychecks. And the shareholders. And that. Yeah, it's unsustainable. There's too much bloat. And the expectation of constant growth in a market that I believe has plateaued. Reality is gonna kick these fuckers in the nuts hardcore.